tent out of painter's drop cloths. Picked these up a couple weeks ago, put them in the washer and the dryer because drop cloths don't come pre-shrunk, and it was amazing how much they actually shrank. So I am just laying out right now all of our cut lines for the various panels. So we finished the top two panels, now we're moving on to the short walls, and what we have is a 10.5 foot by 5 foot, it's another drop cloth, and we're going to divide it in half right down the middle, throw some angles in the end. These are going to be the two short walls. Now what I'm doing is I'm sewing on the first short wall. So this is the peak both sides and the short walls going on, and we're about to start running it through the machine. Back stitch. Man, this is hard work. We've hit the point where the short walls are on it, and we're getting ready to figure out how we're going to close up the ends, and decided to kind of rig it up in here. Now it's almost as big as the room, so that we can take a look at it, see what needs to be done next. All in all, pretty happy with it so far. Lesson learned: never try to make a hot air balloon out of canvas. So I have just finished the first vent, and that's good news because it took a while to figure it out. This triangle will hang above the doors, and that open triangle there is our actual vent. Now the bad news is I actually have to create another one of these, and this one drove me nuts. And in local news, Peter Piper was pursued but evaded apprehension while fleeing the Pickle Pepper Shop on Prince Ferry Parkway earlier today. Apparently, Peter Piper had picked and pocketed a pack of pickled peppers from Pat Peterson's pickle pepper inventory. When shopkeeper Pat Peterson witnessed Peter Piper shoplifting the pack of pickled peppers, he pulled a pistol and pointed it at Peter Piper. Peter Piper then panicked, pissed his pants, and left the pickle pepper shop post haste. The quantity of picked and pocketed pickled peppers remains undetermined at this time. Pat Peterson was later questioned about the need for possession of a pistol in a pickled pepper shop, but proclaimed his right to proactively protect his property. Furthermore, he will be pursuing full prosecution of the Little Pickle Pepper Poacher on behalf of pickle pepper shopkeepers everywhere. Peterson went on to say that Peter Piper's pathologic perpetrations are a pain in the posterior, and someone needs to shoot that little peck-pocketing parasite. Yes, there is a hot tent in the middle of my kitchen. Only reason there's a hot tent in the middle of my kitchen is because my wife is at work. She freak right out. Anyways, we're getting ready to put the stove into the hot tent. So I've set it up, and the reason being is because we need to know where the stove jack's going to go. So let's just take a quick look at where we are now, and let's go have a look inside. There's our triangular vent. There's a vent on both sides actually.
So we're figuring we're going to put the stove in a foot clearance from the side wall and a couple of feet from the front door. Now the reason why we're doing that is so that there's room for a wood pile on the other side of the stove. So items that are left, putting in the stove jack and putting on the sod cloth, and then we should be done and ready to go. There's the wood stove. Okay, so I put some furniture in here. So the reason for the first burn is to get all the chemicals off the steel before we put it into the tent.